Yeah, he's back at it again. He can't shut up for anything, can he? 6 o'clock. Still the 23rd of August of Sunday. I opened up Pandora's box when it comes down for vaccinations at this point over here regarding the COVID. This is going to be a follow-up to the last video I had. Because quite simply, people are still belly aching concerning about the vaccinations left and right. Now, vaccinations take time to test. We need studies. We need long-term information, according to what the scientists and the doctors have been telling us these days. You just can't shove a needle in your arm and expect you're going to be cured. You have to know what's going on with it. But you also have to have faith and trust that the vaccination has been made in order to keep you alive, to keep you protected from a damn bug that's about to kill you. And a lot of people still don't believe in the damn thing. They still think it's fake media. They're still okay, I'm going to say it. They're still bullshitting. Heat and humidity is getting my legs itchy at this point. I don't get it. I don't get it with the people's level of fear and ignorance at this point over here and how much they can deal with and how much they refuse to deal with at this point. We have had vaccinations ever since we had medicines being improved upon left and right. And yes, we've had thousands of people going through a hell of a lot of studies and tests at this point over here. Sometimes public and other times not so public, especially when sometimes the government gets involved. And yes, I've seen stories like that on the internet floating around regarding that one. There's been some stories on History Channel being floated around as well on that. So, the vaccinations are trying to prove one thing or another. Can we be protected by viruses and bugs? Can we bump up our own immune system? Because if our immune system happens to get something that happens to nail our ass, we're not going to be having that antibodies over there. We're going to be dead. The flu bug we already got charted for so many decades. And new variations coming out, we still know who and what we're dealing with. We can deal with it. Smallpox pops up every once in a while, we can deal with it. Plague we can deal with. This COVID-19 is no fun thing to deal with. People have died, and yes, people have recovered and also getting sick again. They're getting turnarounds. They're being added into the list of being turnarounds at this point over here. But back in the beds again. For thermomers who actually can deal with the light version of it, they've got a stronger immune system at this point over here. Until the bug finds a way to nail your immune system, and then you're in trouble. And now we've got stories, testimonials regarding it. How can we disprove that one? Just getting back walking my dog. Smoky air still, but the fires are lessening, thank God. I just wish the COVID was lessening. But it all depends upon our own actions. If we're not doing the actions, we're going to increase the COVID until we're screwed royally. It's not belief, it's science, it's fact, it's happening. Politics is a different story altogether. History, as a professor told me back in college, always changes. Yeah, there's always something new to be added. If it's verified or not, then it really becomes history. If not, it's just constructs and conspiracies and facts not withholding. When you have history screwed up left and right, people have to make corrections of that. And there we have disagreements all across the board. Science disagrees sometimes with itself because facts are always tested and retested and retested. Because they have to make sure, they have to make absolutely sure whatever they're testing is coming up accurate or not. And if it's a new item, they're starting out with new templates. And they have to start out with new data to figure it out. That includes the COVID-19. And yes, they probably knew about it last year. Maybe a few months ago. Maybe in a different country, never bothered to say anything. Wherever it came from, I don't know, I don't care at this point over here. The fact of the matter is, we have a mutated bug here, and we still have to find ways to dealing with it. That's a fact, that's a reality. It becomes political because people are making it political, and not of science and not of medicine. That's why people are having issues understanding it, because they're listening to the politicians. They're not listening to doctors and scientists. They're still trying to struggle how to map this bugger out, find out what kind of damage it does, what kind of recovery are we talking about, if there is any chance of antibodies long term at this point over here, what kind of vaccinations are we talking about, are they going to be harmful, and what are the side effects of these vaccinations that they're trying to come out with. You just can't come out with a damn vaccine and say, this is for the general public, let's put it out there and get the people vaccinated. You need to know how the damn thing works. There are case studies left and right concerning about our vaccines, and it's out there for the public to read. People keep thinking there's going to be microchips being put in these damn things. Well, hell, find your own microchip and stick it in your own damn arm if you're afraid about that damn thing. See how you feel about it. Do you? Do you stick microchips in your arm? You want the government to track you at this point? You want anybody tracking you at this point? Do me a favor, find a cave and bury yourself in the damn thing. Because that's what it's going to take. Then nobody will care about you. Nobody will know that you're buried in a cave. Because you purposely put yourself in there not to be seen by anybody. And then you won't have anybody to deal with. Except yourself. As I said before, dark ages. I have dark thoughts. And I have dark opinions. And you know what? They are my opinions. Not yours, mine. Because in this day and age, that's all we're doing, isn't it? We have to make sure our own opinions are out there so we can influence a hell of a lot of people out there. Because we want to control their brains. I don't want to control your damn brain. I don't want to control your brain. I don't want to influence your brain. Then you're probably saying, why am I out there? Because I'm putting my record out there. If it influences you, fine. If it doesn't influence you, fine. It's your opinion, your observations, your viewpoints as you're reading everybody else. It is yours. But understand, whatever you point out, somebody else is going to be countering you. They're going to find flaws in your logic. They're going to find flaws in everything you do. They're going to tear you apart left and right. If they haven't done so already. Hell, I've already been called a libtard and a libtard anyway. I'm a full idiot. They call that too many damn times. I've had people do it. I've done it to myself. The thing is, I understand my limitations. I accept them. I choose either to grow or not grow. My choice. I like to think I'm trying to grow out of them. I like to think maybe if I'm going to be pissing off a hell of a lot of people out there with my opinions, maybe they'll start thinking, or maybe they'll start being pissy enough not to think and just be extremely closed-minded forever. And again, that's their choice. That's up to them. But don't say that you're the absolute guru and you're absolute God and everybody else should be worshiping you because your opinion values. The world should be valuing. See, when I'm talking about limitations at this point over here. Your opinion matters more than everybody else because you are ego. You're on the soapbox. Everybody should listen to you because you demand it. I never demanded anything of everybody or of anybody except of myself at this point. And whatever it is of myself, my personality, my thoughts, feelings, history, I'm putting out there by choice. I'm putting it out there by choice. It is people's choice whether or not they actually want to read the stuff or not. If they actually want to listen, agree with or not, it is their choice. It is your choice. It always has been. As I said before, be skeptical, be open-minded. Don't trust unless you verify. And if you've done everything else you can and you found it to be accurate, then it should be truthful for you. But if you're just going to be listening to somebody else and accept it as gospel at this point, I'm going to label you as a fool and idiot, right along with me. Because being closed-minded don't help anybody. You have to find stability, you have to find common ground, you have to find the middle area to at least understand both sides if you can. Science is about facts. Science is about searching for the truth. Science is about discovering who and what we are and what the universe is about. From the microbes to the subatomic, up to the extrasolar, to the universe, beyond that. Regarding medicine, regarding weather, regarding earthquakes and hurricanes. Science is about a lot of things. But one thing I will say, and it's probably for another video at this point, it is not to disprove God or the works of the Supreme Creator. To celebrate, to find explanation, maybe replicate some of it so we can actually use it. Why not? We have a brain, we have a will, and we're using it. And with that, I use the stop button. Comment if you want. Don't comment if you want. Like or don't like. Your choice. Your viewpoints.